I really hope it picks that up. Everything from overlanding in your stock rig to full-on LS-powered 2 buggies on stickies. This is the Total Offroad Podcast. I'm Steve Summers.
And I'm Ian Boyce, and we're here on episode 10.
And that was an awesome opener.
I feel like you should just go back and rewatch that or listen to it because I should have closed my eyes. I really wish I would have just closed my eyes and kind of envisioned the sounds, but it made me think I was on a beach drinking a beer. Like, that's some beer commercial shit. We will sell that sound clip if anybody's interested. Yeah.
So it's episode 10. We're here. I am pouring a beer. I'm not going to tell you about it yet because we're going to talk about it a little bit here, but a little bit later.
It looks
But
good.
I want to get it into these glasses so we can get it, do a little bit of airing out and a little bit of warming up because it was extra cold.
Extra chili.
Yep. And it's a stout.
Yep.
Go figure.
Dun, 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 dun,
Yep.
dun.
So
details coming
I
soon.
got that all nice and poured. We're ready to start this episode. Who you want to talk about?
So we got a little outlaw off-road racing that went down. I think it was today.
2
I
days?
guess. Yeah.
Cool.
I don't think they did anything on Friday. I think it was just Saturday.
I feel like, yeah, that's what Shelby was saying last episode.
Pride. So we'll have to update the listener folks about how our friend Shelby St. Clair from our last episode
Did down there?
Yep.
Cool. You should have texted him and got some deets on that.
He's in the zone, man.
He's in the zone.
I don't know. I just
probably is in
I
the
just
zone.
made that up. I would. I'd get all zoned out.
They might have service down in that park, depending on where the
I'm not really sure.
area is.
Some parks, it's wild how and just in the off road in general, some parks have awesome service. Some nothing.
You want to see if he'll shoot you
wild.
some images or some pictures from the event, like with some of his whatever he took with his cell phone,
we can do that.
and then we can throw it up on the page during the week.
Can do.
Cool. Recap coming if we can get Shelby on board for it. I'm sure we can.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
So,
and then I think I have wrote down here. I double check it because I write shit down wrong occasionally. But that the Southern Rock Racing Series opener is in Texas this Friday.
Oh, nice.
Would be podcast Friday, not real life Friday. Like this upcoming podcast Friday.
Yeah, that's real life Friday.
Yep. I always hate talking about it's like, I'm going to do this stuff tomorrow. And I'm like, tomorrow is not Wednesday.
That's okay.
Or Tuesday or whatever day you listen to the podcast, really.
Yeah. That works
That's
for
all
me.
I kind of got.
Is that all you got for the opener?
News opener.
Okay. Well, then we'll get into the second part of the opener for the news. And it is here. You guys have been waiting for it. The swag packs. We have finally got everything together for the swag packs. And here are the deets.
All of the deets.
$30. One t-shirt, small to 3X. If you're over 3X, don't worry. We will work with you and try to get that, figured out and make it as cost effective as possible for you. 2 high quality foam beer holsters and 1 6-inch Total Offroad Podcast decal, just like we have here in the studio.
Live.
So that's what you get. So that's what you get for $30. That is the swag pack. 1 t-shirt, 2 beer holsters, and the 6-inch decal, Total Offroad Podcast decal.
That's shipped too.
That is shipped in the US.
Yep.
So yeah, we will be glad to get those out to you. So this is a pre-sale, and it starts February 18th, which is today for you guys
in podcast
world. Yep, it starts February 18th, and it's going to run until March 8th
at midnight.
At midnight?
I don't know. I'm not going to be up at midnight, but
you probably will be.
It sounded official.
That's fine. So it's going to run until March 8th. Once the pre-sale has closed and all of the money is in, then we're going to get everything put together, and then we'll be starting to ship stuff out probably the following week. In addition to that,
bonus round.
But wait, there's more.
Oh, there's definitely more.
So 5 of you lucky listeners that order a swag pack are going to get a limited edition, personalized Total Offroad Podcast pint glass with your name on it.
Yep.
It will be at random. So once we get everything in and we close it, we'll go through. We're going to have a list of everybody's names and everything. We'll select 5 people at random from that list. And then we will get your glasses made and all that bundled up together and shipped out to you. I'm super stoked about the glasses.
Side note. Well, not really side note, but asterisk. Every swag pack you order gives you 1 entry to get the glasses. So if you order 2 of them, you could technically, I suppose, win twice.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't care if you want to buy 5 of them. And then you're lucky. If you were the luckiest person alive, buy 5 and win all 5. I'm going to be mind blown as shit. Somebody's getting investigated, but I will ship you 5 pint glasses.
Yep, that'll work.
We might do, and if this thing goes wild, we might do more than 5. I don't know.
All right, so recap on that.
Choice.
$30 a swag pack. For every swag pack you buy, you get an entry into getting a personalized pint glass. So if you buy 3 swag packs, that's 3 entries.
Yep.
So that's what you need to know. Your wife needs a shirt. Order it.
$30 shipped.
Yes. On top of that, the other information about that is we are accepting payment. One, if you are close to us, local enough, and you guys want to come do it in cash or whatever, we can do that. That's not a problem. We'll take care of that.
We will not take Monopoly money, though.
We will not take that cash.
No.
Okay. But if you're not local enough and we do need to ship it to you, you can PayPal us. And the PayPal address is totaloffroadpodcast@gmail.com. We also do Venmo, and the Venmo is offroad-Ian.
Yep.
So check those out. If you do order it, PayPal or Venmo, please put all of your information in the notes.
Is this where I talk about my refund policy?
This is where you go on your rant.
Oh, shit. Ian's ranting again. Go figure. Just please put your info in the...
What if they don't?
Well, what had happened was, don't just send me money, because at that point, I'm just going to take your money. Like, I will not, I'm not going to refund your shit. I'm going to take your $30. I'm going to email you back and be like, if you don't call me and say these exact words of, I'm an idiot, you are not going to get your stuff. Like, that drives me nuts. I'm like, just because I've had it before where people just send you money and you're like, all right, thanks for the donation for whatever this was. What parts do you want me to send you? Like, damn.
Yeah.
So just make sure you put your name, t-shirt size. There's only one color. It's on the flyer. It's a black shirt with red logo.
We'll get you any color shirt you want as long as it's black.
As long as it's black. Yep. More swag will be coming. There's different colors and stuff, but this is the limited edition, first run.
Pre-sale.
Big, grand. This
is the swag pack.
Deal of the century.
This is kicking off our 2020 giveaways. And let me tell you, between Ian and I sitting here bullshitting back and forth about things we want to give away, you guys are in for a treat, because if this giveaway or this swag pack sale goes well, then it's going to be full bore. We're going to be giving stuff away left and right. We're going to look like, you're going to feel like you're on the Ellen show around these parts.
No joke though. The plan, like we were kind of joking about this earlier. The first question when everybody's like, oh, you're doing a podcast, so are you making money? No, we're not making money. The problem is, this doesn't pay to sit here and have a conversation with your buddy,
but it's fun.
It's a great time. Yeah. It's really exciting to get feedback. And, guys were asking this week, we got a lot of people this week that were like, hey, listen to this. Hey, give me some info on some stuff or help me out. What would you guys do? And
that's awesome.
I'm no professional, but I love talking to people and saying, hey, this is how I learned. This worked for me so far.
Yep.
It works to drain your bank account real fast. But seriously though, it's just going to be a cool experience to kind of get some interviews with some big names in the industry to learn some stuff that people want to talk about. That's why we keep asking for topics and info that you guys want to know about, because we want to know about it too.
So, there's lots of stuff that I don't think about.
Yeah, so we get people on. The other thing is we want to partner with some cool companies that I don't want to sit here and read advertisements for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Because
I'd rather give you their swag and then tell you who it came from.
I want to give you stuff. Yep. So the plan is we'd like to get up to doing, once a week, once every other week, give something away. But our whole kind of business model right now is not, we want to make all the millions of dollars that podcasting has to offer. We want to partner with these companies, bring you information about their company, their knowledge, and then give the listeners something away.
Yep. And so far, everybody we've talked to with that mindset, letting them know what we're doing and things that we want to do as far as giving stuff away, dude, they're all on board.
That's the best part.
Like, wait, you want to shout us out, have us on the podcast, and then give some of our stuff away? Like, yeah, that's what we want to do. We want to give your stuff away. They're like, cool. I like that.
Yep.
I like the sound of that.
Yep. So we got a couple of things that are concrete that we can't tell you yet,
but they're coming,
but that are cool. And then if a couple other things fall into place, it's legit going to be cool.
That's the coolest thing. So my cousin probed me the other day, yesterday, we went out to lunch and he's like, so what's this podcast deal? Like, why is everybody doing podcasts? They just like listen to themselves talk. I'm like, yep, that's it. I just like listening to myself talk.
I actually hate it. I absolutely hate listening to myself. I listen to myself in my head, but I don't actually hear my voice. Like, hate listening to myself talk.
Nah, it sounds great over here.
Hey, people aren't,
nobody's squealing about it
or pissing off about it, but I hate it.
Yeah. So I told him, he's like, well, are you making any money? I'm like, no. Well, then why are you doing it? I'm like, mostly the reason I wanted to do a podcast is because I kind of wanted people to get to know me a little better and make connections. And I don't mean like in the industry so much as it is like literally just listeners, like make connections with people that want to go four-wheeling.
Yep. So about that, it happened.
Oh, it did.
You made some connections.
Did it?
Yeah.
Yep. Show did.
Moving on.
We did. We made a connection and we went four-wheeling. Low-key made it out of the garage.
Dun, dun, dun.
If any of you follow me on Instagram and happen to be like poking around that morning, the Saturday that we went forward, not the Saturday, it would have been, what was it?
2 weeks ago?
Well,
a week ago?
A week and a half, like some change, whatever. Anyway, February.
Who knows? In podcast time and real time, it was too much shit.
Anyway, that Saturday morning, if you were on Instagram that morning and you saw the debacle, was it the 8th?
I think it was
February 8th. Yeah, February 8th. You saw on my Instagram that we fired Loki up. I got the new Total Offroad podcast banner put across the top of the windshield. Was super stoked about that. Got some Loki decals put on the side on the windows. Like, yeah, dude, like, cool.
Ready for the gram.
I'm official. Yeah, yep. I'm ready for the gram. I'm official. Yes. Fired it up, pulled it out of the garage, threw it on the trailer, jumped out of the Jeep, and puddle underneath the grill, like underneath the radiator. Literally pulled it on the trailer and broke the tank on the radiator.
So you can't even make this shit up. I mean, you can't, we're making up content. Dude, I couldn't sit around and think this shit up if I tried.
Starter the first time.
God.
And the trailer and everything else. Oh, my God. So we pulled, Mike and I kind of looked at you like, all right, well, there's a fire.
We're not surprised at this point. We're like, whatever.
Yep, there's a metaphoric fire going on. How do we put it out? I'm like, well, I guess we're going to pull it back off the trailer and put it in the garage and start working on it. So I yanked it back or drove it back off the trailer, pulled it in the shop, called Napa. They said they had a radiator in stock. Sent Mike to get a radiator in the KJ because his truck was already hooked up to the trailer. I commenced to tearing the radiator out, which I've done a couple times before, so it wasn't too big a deal. Whipped that thing out of there, started working on a couple other things. And he showed back up the radiator. We slammed it back in there. And I think it was like an hour and 15 minutes later, we were throwing her back on the trailer.
The only way you could have made that cooler is if you'd have done it on the trailer in Napa's parking lot.
In Napa.
True roadkill style.
Shit.
Yep. That would have been cool.
That would have been
completely
cool.
Completely unnecessary.
Yeah.
But cool. Because it's like, what?
Not that much fun
10
when it's snowing.
minutes to his house?
15.
10, 15.
Yeah.
So unnecessary, but it would have made for a damn cool. That's how you make up good content.
That's
we
good.
should have just lied.
Yeah. Should have just made it up.
With it. Yep.
It would have been a good video, actually.
Well, we had
all right, we're in the parking lot.
Stage it. Yeah.
Dude, the water that came out of that, the antifreeze that came out of that thing.
Did she need changing?
Oh, my God. It was just typical 4-liter.
Yeah.
Just straight. I don't even know what you call it. Like, it was just black, like orange, like dark, nasty, rusty.
So it's not
brown.
Really the worst thing that happened in the world then.
No, it's fine.
Coolant flush.
Is what it is. Yep.
Add that to your list of
thing
maintenance.
I'm most upset about is the new radiator. So for you guys that own XJs.
All 7 of you.
All 7 of you.
I got to talk shit about Jeeps anytime I get an opportunity.
Any of you guys that own XJs, that we have the mechanical fan on the engine. Well, years ago, I pulled the mechanical fan off because the clutch bearing was starting to get, or not the clutch bearing, the idler bearing on that bracket was going bad. I pulled my clutch fan. I went to the junkyard and found a ZJ with a 4-liter and nabbed the bracket off of it because it brings the alternator from the bottom of the engine and it brings it up about maybe 6 inches. And at the time I was having a problem with like getting into water and stuff and tearing my alternator.
Yep.
I was just going through alternators left and right.
Yep.
So I got that bracket, moved the alternator up. That also took away the mechanical fan in that location. So I did that, and the factory radiator, the fan shroud for the mechanical, if you have the right radiator, it has slots in the bottom of the radiator where these things like clip into. And I found out that you could literally just take and slide the factory electric fan that's already on the driver's side. You go get another one and slide it right down in the same hole right next to it.
Well, that's pimp.
One and done.
So you don't even have to go get like a Taurus fan. I know Taurus fans were a big thing.
You could. Well, they wouldn't fit in that engine bay.
Fan day. Yeah. Well, I don't know.
You just literally go get another OE fan and just slide it right down that same hole. Well, the new radiator, the slides on the bottom that those things clip into are not wide enough.
Oh.
So then the fan doesn't clip in there. I was upset. So it was all good. That's the thing I'm most upset about.
Shit back in the box.
Mike just texted me earlier, said he's cleaning the garage up and he's looking at the bottom of that radiator because it was still sitting in his shop. And he said that he thinks I can unbolt that bottom bracket completely and swap it over. Yeah, so I might think about doing that at some point.
It's interesting.
Yeah, a lot of work for that, but at the same time,
it's clean as.
Yeah,
it's clean.
So clean. I'll probably order 2 new E fans when I do it.
I did hear I don't know who I was listening to an interview of this week. Somebody was going on a thing about building buggies, and they were saying that the key, guys want to custom one-off parts and U-joints and drive shafts, and it's getting to the point now where a lot of these chassis manufacturers are getting very standardized with their own chassis because they've worked this chassis to figure out suspension geometry. It's not just a regular 4-link, so on and so forth. But I don't want to say off the shelf part because it's not. You can't run to Napa and buy it. But like if you could keep that stock radiator in your XJ, this problem happens on a custom radiator, you're fucked.
Yeah, right.
So
you're done.
the importance of that, it doesn't seem like a big deal because I'll just go to Summit Racing and buy a Griffin radiator.
Not the day of, you
thicker won't. And maybe cools a little better. Shit breaks, man. So that's what my kind of a.
That's a cool
that
thing.
Point home of like, keep that stock radiator. What does that radiator was designed for that engine. We all know that manufacturers are liars when it comes to what it'll actually cool.
Right.
Like that radiator is overkill for that engine.
Right. I've never
it's
had
designed that way. So keep that stock radiator because then you can have this moment, run to Napa, whatever the fuck it costs.
Yeah.
You can get one.
It was $150.
Go get a custom sized radiator for your buggy at Napa. Nope.
Head on over.
Yeah.
Start going through the boxes.
No way.
Yeah, no, for sure.
It's kind of a neat little tip trick thing that you don't really think about, because everybody's, I want to upgrade biggest, baddest, newest shit.
Right.
Dude, if you can kind of do that
part slides
with a stock part, that's the ticket.
That's a ticket. Yeah, something that's common. That's why we use the Chevy brakes and stuff.
Yep.
That was a side tangent.
Yep.
So we threw the radiator back in, threw it on the trailer, and we hightailed it over to the Badlands and actually made it. Used my my voucher.
Your pity pass?
My pity pass.
Is that what I called it earlier? I was talking shit that day too, I'm sure.
I used my pity pass and got us back in the park, which was awesome. That's, kudos to Badlands for at least having a little bit of sympathy. Like, oh, you didn't leave the parking lot? All right.
2-for-1 shakedown.
Yeah, 2-for-1. Yeah, because the first one wasn't a shakedown. It shook the wires out.
Come off the trailer at the off-road park. I call that a win.
I call that
maybe not a
fail.
win. I'm going to call that it was a wheeling trip. Didn't wheel real hard on that trip per se.
So anyway, we got over the park, unloaded. This is awesome. We didn't get there till like almost lunchtime. Time we got all this sorted out and then drove over there and everything.
Yep.
And I was like, I'm gonna get a sandwich before we go. Well, they've got a little restaurant, whatever you want to call that thing, cafe.
I would call it like a cafe. I was gonna call it a snack bar, but it's a little bit nicer than
it's more than a snack bar, but yeah.
Maybe it's a nice snack bar.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I don't know.
It's all outdoor, but the food's cooked in a building and then they hand it through a window.
Yeah.
Either way. Went over there and they're closed. I didn't bring a sandwich or anything with me.
Oh, damn.
I was like, no. I told Mike, I was like, oh, it's no big deal. I'll just grab a burger when I get there because their burgers are fire.
Yeah, they're good. They're good.
Yeah, they're good.
Yep.
So anyway,
we've eaten I don't know if it's the same place or not because this was years ago, but we'd eat breakfast there.
Really?
We'd go from the campgrounds and roll up to this place, and these guys are like whipping out hash browns, B&G, like French toast shit. I believe, don't quote me, but I believe it's a different place now.
Yeah, it's a different building, but I think it's probably the same people.
I don't know. I know it's a different place, but I don't know if it's the same people. But yeah, we're getting like this bomb ass like burritos and French toast sticks or whatever.
Sounds like a plan to me. money.
Makes camping in a tent way better. Way better.
So, yeah, we got unloaded, got all that squared away, hop in the Jeep, and no defrost.
I was going to joke and say it broke, but it did. I was literally going to sneak in, and it broke again. And then you just,
it's like snowing. It's like mildly like snowing, sort of, you know, and it's like between a snow and a mist.
Yep.
Defrost will not come on, like the blower motor's done. It won't turn on. Like,
add it to the list.
Awesome.
Hey, that bitch runs.
Yeah, Mike's over there sitting there like writing stuff down on his notepad. Like, yep, you're gonna need to get a blower motor. Gonna need to get this, and then so that
takes co-driving to a new level. That is a new level there.
Take down my parts list.
Yeah, hey, write all the rote shit down.
We head down. So at this point, we went over to meet. We went over there to do the shakedown, regardless. But what was pretty cool is one of the listeners, which is Jeremy, 8 Lug Pigpen. You can find him on the gram at 8 Lug Pigpen.
Yep.
And anyway, so Jeremy was like, "Yeah, dude, I'm gonna go too. I'll meet you there." Cool. Well, he's already been there for like four hours, probably, or better at this point. He's like, "You guys here yet?"
This podcast guy does not actually wheel. We already know the one doesn't. This guy claims to, and he's not even here.
Yep.
Oh boy.
So we head down to the quarry to meet up with him. Halfway to the quarry, it's like the windshield's getting all covered in rain, so I hit the wipers. It's not a thing either.
Damn.
No wipers. Oh, no defrost. I'm sitting here with a microfiber. I get out of the Jeep and like wipe down the windshield, and I knew.
Why is the passenger not wiping the window? Like he should be hanging out there.
Yeah.
The hell with his side. He don't need to see.
Sit on the hood.
Get
boy.
out there on the hood. Hold on to the wiper arm because it ain't moving. And then just.
I kind of wish that Mike was able to make it tonight so that he could be here like laughing along with us because he knows like, it was a good day all in all. But anyway.
Better than a bad day or better than a good day at work.
I brought an entire bag of microfibers with me.
Boy, I tell you.
And I wiped on the outside, got it clean enough that we could see through it again. We're constantly wiping fog off the inside. And we head back. We get to the quarry, meet up with Jeremy. That was cool. He had 2 other XGA guys that showed up there that he just met and just was wheeling around with them. So went around the quarry, dude. If you guys are following on the Instagram, you already know. Any of the socials for that matter, because I've been posting like crazy.
All the videos.
Yep, all the videos. If you go to YouTube and check out 8 Lug Pigpen on YouTube, he just posted a video today. I think it was today or yesterday. Well, not for you guys. Over the weekend.
Podcast time.
Podcast time. It's Saturday.
Yeah.
We'll just get that out of the way.
Yep.
He posted a video of the wheeling trip, which is like him in the beginning and the 2 XJ guys, and they're out doing their wheeling up until we showed up
for the 4 hours they were alone.
Which is good footage. They're out doing some cool trails, man. I'm like jealous. When I got there, all I wanted to do is get a bunch of like numbers and was like trying to figure out what my clearances were. So I'm like in the quarry doing every obstacle that I couldn't do before.
Yep.
And we hung out in the quarry like most of the afternoon, like almost the entire day. No, the entire afternoon. So 4 hours.
Somebody made the comment on one of the social media platforms that you were smiling the entire
time.
I'm like, fucking A, why wouldn't you? We've documented all the struggles. And then, oh, by the way, a couple of years, like I'm wheeling, and it worked real well.
Oh, my. Would I call it flawless?
Did it break?
Nope.
There you go.
That's pretty good.
It was pre-broke, but it didn't break more.
But it was still wheelable.
Yep.
And once we got down to the quarry and the engine heat started warming the cab up because, like I said, we had no heater, no defrost.
Yep.
It was like, I don't know, mid-30s that day. So it was pretty chilly.
A little chilly.
Yep. But the engine warmed the interior up a little bit, and then once we got the windshield defrosted a little bit, it stayed clear the rest of the day. And it stopped drizzling on us.
Yeah,
so that was good.
Helped.
After that, yeah, dude, it was great, man. We went out, did a bunch of obstacles there in the quarry. I went up the back wall, which I've never been able to do before. I went up some other obstacles that I had not been able to do before because it was just too tippy. And it just solid as a rock. Just hit the obstacle and just goes up. Like, it was stupid. Mike sold.
He's buying a Jeep?
Nope.
Oh. I didn't know I don't know how sold he was.
He is buying some SXs.
Yep.
He's like, I'm sold. These tires work so well. I'm like, yeah, they're 20 years old.
Yep. I was going to say selling those and buy some sticky.
Oh. Did I tell you they're going to make sticky in that size?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think it would sell.
I don't know. There was a guy, I don't know if they ever did it or not, but there was a guy that had to get so many sold. He was trying to sell so many sets on one of the pages on Facebook. He's like, is anybody interested in a 38, 14, 50, 15 sticky? I'm trying to get him to make me a set and I got to make, X amount of sales. I'm like, it was $4.96 a tire. I was like,
yep, done. Buy now.
Thought about it. I really considered it, but I didn't. Didn't have the money at the time.
If that guy's listening, please contact Steve,
and
he will take all your money.
I'm like, could you imagine those in a small tire sticky?
Here's my thing with
wonderful.
This. Here's my tire rant.
Okay.
Why do you go to a 43-inch sticky?
Because you wanted 41.5s?
Because you couldn't run a 40-inch sticky. Yeah. Now, let me pull my business hat out and put it on and say, why would I make a 40 and a 43 if I can sell... Most people that can run a 40 will make a sacrifice if they really want to. Like
41.5.
Serious, no bullshit. They'll run a 43 if they can run a 40.
Yep.
I get the business sense. Everybody's like, well, why don't you make that into 40 interco? Because they don't want to sell 2 tires. They want to sell the shit out of one. One mold is cheaper. It's better business. Yep. But I think there's a hell of a market for a 40-inch sticky.
Yeah. Well, obviously there's the Treps.
Yep.
They're 40s.
And they're great. Mm-hmm. But that's you see that, like, I don't know. I'm an Interco guy. Mm-hmm. So I would love to watch them come out with a 40-inch SX sticky.
You heard it, Interco.
Yep.
Get to work.
Do it. They've got so much bullshit.
Well, the problem is that
it's not even funny.
Yeah, but the problem is that their 40-inch mold right now, like a 40, 13, 50, 17, that mold's in China.
Yep.
They're not making it here.
Nope.
So if we get it, it's going to be a China sticky.
Yep.
I don't know how well the market would respond to that. People are very upset already with the 40-inch that they're putting out in SX2.
Yep.
So charge us more money and bring your molds back to America.
That's what blows my mind. People are dropping myself included, $3,000 some odd dollars for a set of 43-inch stickies.
Yep.
I got no problems about it.
Yeah.
But why won't you sell a 40-inch sticky?
I don't have excuse me. Get my yawns out.
Yeah, get my sleeps on.
Get my sleeps on.
I think the problem, here, you want me to answer my own question?
Yeah.
Because people want to street their shit on 40s.
Yes.
If you step up to a 43-inch tire, you don't want to run a 43-inch tire on the highway.
Not really.
Not saying you couldn't, but I think there's a line. And there always will be. And I don't give a damn what you want to argue. There will always be a line from the streetable to non-streetable. There's got to be. So is a 43-inch tire streetable? Yeah. I mean, you can do it. People do it. Lots of people probably do it.
Wait, but how many people how many people street their SXs anyway?
Well, that's another thing.
How many non-sticky, like
43s? Or just in general?
Yeah, but just in general, like how many SXs do you see bumming around the street?
It's a fucking terrible tire for the road.
It's not ideal.
That's the thing.
I wouldn't say it's terrible, but it's not ideal.
Yeah.
Sticky would be even more so. Yeah.
And that's what I mean.
I'll drive mine on the road a little bit, but I have street tires too. I got 37-inch military street tires.
So I think that's the worst part is everybody bitches about different tire sizes, and I'm running the first 40 inches like the hot spot. But guess what? 5 years ago, nobody wanted to run a 40-inch tire. Everybody wanted to run a 37. 37's the big dog. Oh my God, you're running 40s?
5 years ago? Yeah, probably 5 years ago. 2.5 years ago when I first started doing the transition, that's when 40s are just starting to get hot.
Yep.
Yep.
And that means they'd been around for a few years of being popular, just not like the thing.
The thing.
But now at 40s.
Yep. If you're on tons, you're on 40s. That's just it.
Yep.
Yeah. Which is cool. Like I'm down. Like I think 40 is a nice round number.
It's a nice size. People are like, not too big. It's not too small. You get good ground clearance. I mean, that's what I mean. There's always going to be that line. Do you want to run a 60-inch tire on the road? Fuck, you could. Yeah. But I sure as shit probably would want to.
Here's a question. So when somebody refers to a 39.5-inch IROC or a 39.5-inch anything.
You mean a 37?
Yeah, technically. Well, you called them 43s and they're 41s, so
fucking tire.
Which one you want?
Fire. I'm calling them 40. They're advertised as 43s. I paid for 43s. They're 40 fucking threes. Put that on a t-shirt. Like, I don't give a shit what they. That's like a sticky. Is a sticky the best tire I've ever owned? Fuck yeah, it is. Why? It's the most expensive tire I've ever owned. I'm not going to sit here and say I spent $3,000 on a shit tire.
I want a shirt that says this. It says, if it looks like a 43, smells like a 43, and costs like a 43, it's a fucking 43.
It's a fucking 43, yeah. Damn, like, that's just the shit of it. With 39.5. I did it. I bought 39.5 IROCs.
Yep.
Them mother truckers measured out to like 37 with fucking like 60 PSI in the fucking thing. I'm like, this is some advertising bullshit.
Bullshit.
Like, I don't give a shit. Put 37 on the side of the tire and make it 30 fucking 7. Like,
that's what I said.
God damn.
So like, if you actually want 43s,
you buy 43s.
If you actually want 43 inches of ground, like of tire, then you have to buy something like a 40.
Air them up to like 65 PSI.
Well, no, I meant like at air. So say you air your tires down. So you're like, I got 43s. But yeah, but after you air them down, they're like 40s.
Yep.
But they're like true 40s. Whereas if you had a 40 and aired it down, it's like a 37 and so on and so forth.
Yep.
But if you wanted to actually be at that 43 range, then you got to buy like 47s like Matt has.
I want to say that the sticky Mickeys came out a lot closer to a 43 than the Intercos did.
Apparently everybody's got messed up tape measures.
Well, I don't think
because I've heard all
bunch
over
of
the place.
Drunk fucks are trying to justify their 43-inch tires that aren't 43s, including myself.
Well, no, like, yeah, that's probably it right there.
But I think I've seen pictures of the Sticky Mickey Thompsons. I don't even know what the fuck they're called anymore. I priced that out.
I call them a Mickey Sticky.
I call them Mickey Sticky because I think it sounds cool.
Everybody else calls them Sticky Mickeys.
Either way, sounds cool.
Nope, Mickey Sticky.
Mickey
it just rolls off the tongue better.
Actually, now I want to know what they're called.
Sticky Mickeys.
Whatever.
They are the Baja Pros.
I think that's right.
Yep.
They're a nice looking tire. A couple people I know that have them.
They are cool.
And I trust their judgment, say they're nice.
Is that Jeremy?
No.
Oh.
I don't actually know.
Who do you know?
Jeremy. Steve?
Another
Steve.
Steve who?
Not this Steve. Steve that got smart and bailed the fuck out of Illinois, Steve.
Oh. You like follow him or you like know him?
So shit. What was his pirate? He was doing cool shit back before I had a driver's license.
That's what the cool kids used to go to play.
Fuck. What? Yeah, I was scared to post while he was posting cool wheeling pics. He had an S10. Mm-hmm. Shocker. Had an S10. Then he went to I think it was back half with a nice, like, cool, like 2-bid tons LS, the works. And
on the S10?
Yeah.
Okay. So not the white one.
No. This is, no, that's Kyle.
Okay.
Steve Smith. Formerly Illinois resident.
Gotcha.
Trader. Smart guy. Moved to I'm pretty sure it's Arizona.
Brilliant guy.
So yeah, fucking brilliant.
Yep.
He just like, I don't know. So awesome
here
property.
we're like, oh, this guy's a trader. We're over here sitting in a room wishing we go four-wheeling. He's out with Mike and Max.
He's out wheeling.
Yeah. Every weekend right now.
But yeah, he's been very helpful to me over the years, answering my stupid ass questions about drive lines and tires and all that.
Cool.
He was a big help when I went to the 43 stickies, and because he had the SX2s, then went to the stickies, and now he's got the Mickeys. And he said he likes them better. And he
does the Mickey's better than the SXs?
Yep.
I'll be darned.
Does the same style wheeling that I would do.
I watch, with
shit like that. But he's got I think it's an M&M buggy. It's a badass buggy. I wanted to go wheeling with him as S10, but he TKO'd it before I was able to get my rig done. So now I want to go wheeling with my buggy with his buggy, and then it got smart and moved the fuck out of Illinois. So now I got to go to Arizona to wheel with him. But
sounds like a plan. When we going?
Next week.
Get to work.
Yeah, shit.
But load Loki up.
But anyway, got off on a tangent. But the thing is,
what were we talking about?
Tires. Something about tires. I don't know what the fuck we're talking about with tires. But that's the thing.
This is not at all what the conversation was going to be.
No, actually, it's not even a tire on the show notes.
Nope.
But that's the thing. I think the market's open for a 40-inch sticky.
Yeah.
But again, I also wonder if it really is.
I don't know.
Because I see a lot of people in Jeeps and stuff are street in 40s.
Obviously, there is a market for 40-inch stickies because the Treps sell.
Yeah.
And that's a 40-inch sticky.
But like,
what?
How big's the market?
Big enough that they're making them.
But Interco doesn't care.
Apparently not.
That's what I don't get. Like, obviously, somebody's smarter than me. It may be just the fact that
they don't have the manufacturing, the facility right now.
The cost,
the footprint, huh? Yeah,
the cost,
the room on the floor to start another mold to do a 43-inch sticky.
Yep.
You know, or maybe if one of you big off-road companies out here, these guys that are buying up, megas, maybe they're like, if they were to like put in an order for 100 sets.
Yep.
If you guys want 40-inch stickies, let me know. Hit us up on the gram.
Dun, dun, dun.
We'll get that ball rolling. If nothing else, will be your voice.
We never know. You never know.
Yep. So, or if you got insight to that, let us know. But anyway,
I knew about the megas way before they came out, and I know I wasn't one of the first 37,000 people to know.
Yeah, way before.
It was like a year and a half before they came out. Yeah, you talk to people. People know stuff. It's great. People love to talk about big shit coming soon.
Yep.
So
I think we didn't find out until the first leak.
Oh yeah.
Like I didn't find out when Matt sent it to us. Like it was the first little leak of like there's things happening.
Yep.
Yep. Like, what is that 50? Is that for real?
Yep.
Yep.
I think it's awesome. I was watching a video of a guy with a red dot buggy on megas, and he's like, "I'm done with these." Really? Like, yeah, it looks like a clown car. It was cool as shit. And he's like, "Yeah, they just didn't work. They're too heavy. They're big. They're just too big."
Yeah.
But it's on a damn red dot engineering badass tube chassis rock crawler.
Right.
Not the right application.
No.
But what do you do? Different strokes for different folks. He tried it out, and it was cool in the process.
He's going to go get him some twin sticks.
Yeah. Fuck. Time to upgrade.
Those are awesome.
They're for sale now.
They're for sale. They are.
It's a cool tire.
Dirt cheap. Compared to what the original price I saw on them. Who's selling them now? Who is it that just picked them up? One of the off-road shops just picked them up.
I don't know what the name is. I can see it, but I can't remember it.
Anyway, yeah, they're like $5,100 a set.
Yep.
Instead of like the 65 that I originally saw.
Save a couple bucks.
Yeah, just a couple.
Right on.
So anyway,
all right. So now we can circle all the way back around and check out the wheeling stuff. Blah 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 blah. Now in typical wheeling fashion, watch a video
because then you can see everything that happened.
It's awesome. I mean, it really did. Like every time I watched the suspension, it seemed real. I don't want to say predictable in a bad way, but I want to say predictable as you knew what it was going to do. It wasn't it wasn't unloading or anything like that. It was very stable.
Did those metal cloak front coils work fantastic?
And that's what it looked like to me. It looked very predictable. Like you kind of in your mind, you kind of put your ass in the driver's seat and you go, how should this feel while I watch it? Oh, yep.
Going up that, trying to go up the one. I don't know if you saw the video of it or not. There was one obstacle I tried to go up and I kind of bounced it a little bit and then I backed off of it. I'm like, nope, I'm out. And because it felt too steep, and then watching the video, I'm like, if it had not been like soup, we were in basically sandy soup.
Yeah.
Had it not been like sandy soup, and had I just backed up about a foot and just matted it, it'd went right up it.
Yep.
Easy.
But shakedown run. You don't want to get too wild.
Didn't want to break it. Didn't really want to break it.
Yep.
I was just trying to feel it out, really. Like I said, I haven't wheeled it in 2.5 years, so I didn't even know what to expect.
It looked good.
Yeah, it felt amazing.
That's the best part.
The floor pans. We put sheet steel floor pans back in it instead of putting like a stamped floor pan back in it.
Yep.
When we did the rust repair, and every time I'd get on an obstacle where I'd like apply power to that front radius arms. You'd feel the floor oil can
popping a little bit
right underneath my foot.
Yeah.
Yep. Sketched me out at first. I'm like, what's that about? I'm like, oh, I know what's going on here.
I bet you could throw like a piece of like half inch like angle.
Okay. I was like, half inch what?
Half inch by what? I'm just thinking about like half inch by a half inch or maybe 3/4 of an inch. Some small like angle iron, just run it down underneath and just a couple tack welds and stiffen it up or something like that maybe.
Yeah. Or just tie it, just get it to put some weight on that spot and get it so I can tack it back into the unibody right there.
Oh, that'd work too.
Yep.
Yeah.
That would probably seal it back up and be all good to go.
The little things though, that's not really a necessity, which is exciting.
Nope. Yep. I'm just so
dope.
Yep. The trip was awesome. Dude, I had a great time wheeling with Jeremy. That was cool. And the guys he brought with him were awesome. I got to meet a few people out there. So that was it was just a good time. It was a great day after we got done with the shit show in the morning.
Yeah.
So,
hey, it's checked off the list.
It is.
It's wheeled.
It is. Yep. And we're going to be doing it again here pretty damn quick.
Coming soon.
Let's hope we have heat.
Yeah, work on that
Or a
because
nice
I'm going
day.
to ride with you this time. And I don't do cold.
Yep.
I'm like a fair weather
It's on the
wheeler.
list. Once this snow gets out of here, when we get warm weather again, I'm going to pull the Jeep in the shop and I'm going to start working on everything. So hopefully I have wipers and washers and heat.
Yep.
So those are 3 big things. And then Mike sent me a list of some of the other stuff that I need to do while I'm at it.
Co-pilot's list.
Yeah, co-pilot's list. He's like, you want me to make a list? I was like, I don't know. He's like, okay, I'm making a list. I'm like, sounds great.
Cup holder for the co-pilot.
It needs a cup holder. Yep.
Seat warmer doesn't work on the passenger side.
No such thing. So
I didn't know how detailed he got with his list or not. Shit.
That'd have been funny.
I would have done it.
Yep.
I think my seat heater's broke.
I think the new seats will have seat heaters.
Dude, I don't want to say everybody, but majority of the internet says, don't worry about heat in a buggy.
Mm-hmm.
Put heat seaters in your heat, or put seat heaters in your heat.
Yeah.
Put your seat heaters in and you'll not even worry about heat.
Yep.
Here's my problem.
I should order.
I'm keeping a windshield, so I need some kind of heater with defrost.
Yes.
So that's going to be my plan. I got that Moab heater, a couple little vents, but I do think I'm going to go with some like Amazon seat heaters, do some research on that and throw some heat seaters in the Corbeau seats because majority rules that is the way to wheel in the wintertime.
I like it.
Makes sense.
That's what when I order mine, I'm just going to just go all out and just order it all at once.
Yep.
And just get like, $1,000 set of seats. Like, is what it is.
Done.
Yep. One and done. Got to keep the wife comfortable.
Yep.
So
what's coming next?
We're not there yet.
Not coming next?
No. See, you're on a different note page than I'm at.
Boy.
I want to talk about, it is what's coming next.
It is kind of there.
It is. Yeah.
It's the segue to what's coming next.
We're going to segue into what's coming next. And that is aluminium. Aluminium. It's not what's absolutely next, but it's what's on my mind this week.
It's on the radar.
Yep, it sure is. And it's big time on the radar. So right now I'm running my Rusty's radius arm up front that I got back in like 2007. It works fine, but I'm not happy with it. I want more tunability in the suspension, and I want a 3-link. I think is what I want. I'm pretty sure. So that's what we're doing. We're going to work our way towards a 3-link. But in that,
why not a 4-link?
Because, I could do a 4-link, but non-triangulated.
Okay.
Because triangulated 4-link and traditional steering are not the best of friends.
Okay.
As I understand.
Okay.
And
I'm just asking. I don't really know.
It'll be 3 link bars and a track bar.
Yep.
So, and the other reason is trying to get the link on the driver's side.
I forgot you didn't have hydro steering.
I do. Well, it's not full.
Not full hydro, but that's my.
Yeah, if it was full hydro, I'd be trying to figure out how to do that.
That's
but
where I'm at. I forgot about this.
I can't package it. So packaging a 3-link and getting the link separation that I need at the frame side, I've already got to cut the passenger floor pan up.
Yep.
To make it like notch for that. Mm-hmm. So driver's side would be the same.
Just goes to show that not a 4-link is not just a 4-link. You need to calculate your numbers.
Yep. Oh yeah, definitely need to calculate your numbers. There's so much stuff that goes into that, and I want it to be dialed in. So there's a little bit of front axle hop this trip, and we've kind of narrowed that down to being mostly. We've attributed most of the axle hop to the radius arm. Huh. I think if we go to 3-link and get the 3-link dialed in, we can get most of that wheel hop out. That's the goal.
Send it.
Mm-hmm. So in that, I've been doing some research on aluminum links, and everybody's like, why do you want to go to aluminum links instead of just doing DOM? I'm like, well, partially because of the
cool factor.
Yeah, cool factor. I'm running aluminum links.
Step 1, they look cool. Step 2, shut up.
Rebound, when you land on something is another thing.
Yep.
And so today, while I was getting cleaned up after doing some polishing, I was watching some videos, and one of them was from Jeep, or no, sorry, not Jeep. It's JK Gear and Gadgets on YouTube, and it was an aluminum tie rod that he did, and he switched from a DOM to an aluminum, and I showed Ian this video a little bit ago, but he jacked the Jeep up with the tie rod, the DOM tie rod, and he put a pretty good bend in it, and it lifted the Jeep off the ground. And I was like, wow, that's pretty impressive. Then he took it off.
Hold on.
Yep.
For the record, let's set the image.
Set the image.
Standard floor jack. He was using a standard floor jack with like a 4x4 block under the tie rod.
Like a 6x6.
Whatever.
Yep. And right underneath the center of the tie rod.
Right under the center, he lifted, and it actually, like no BS, got both the tires off the ground with the steel one.
Yep.
Now continue your story, because everybody's about to be mind blown.
So he lifted that thing up, and he let it back down, Showed it had kind of a bow to it. It wasn't terrible.
Yeah, it wasn't
had a
unusable.
bow. Yeah. Oh yeah, you could definitely get off trail with it, but your alignment was fucked.
Yep.
So he took it off the vehicle, laid it on the ground, set the camera down there, kind of rolled it, showed how it kind of blah, 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 just kind of flopped on the ground because it's so bent. And it's pretty good. It probably, when one side was sitting on the ground, the other side was probably a good 2 inches off the ground.
Yeah.
So it had a bend in it.
Like I said, it was not unusable, but you would not have loved your life to drive home with it.
Yep. And so he gets his new one, which I think he said came from Barnes 4-wheel drive, and it's aluminum. I don't remember if it was 1.5 or 1.75 but either way, 1 ton setup.
It didn't look that much bigger.
No.
I mean,
it's probably
it wasn't stupidly large.
It was probably the same size. You probably use the same color. So it's probably 1.5 solid aluminum, 70-75.
Yep.
Throws it on there, takes the jack, puts it in the same spot, jacks it up. This time the jack tops out and the vehicle never leaves the ground.
Like at all.
Yep.
It's not like, it's teetering out. That was the mind-blowing part. It didn't even try to lift the tires up.
Yep. Didn't even try to lift it. And so this thing's got a big old arch in it. Huge, probably 4-inch arch.
It was impressive.
He's like, all right, now we're going to let it back down and hopefully it goes back straight. Like, yeah, fucking hopefully it goes back straight. Otherwise, you just threw $200 out the window. Good video.
And it did.
And he let it back down and it went back completely straight. I was blown away.
It's neat because you can't always, you always talk about rear links and people, bend them and aluminum goes back. You never get to see that.
Yeah.
Because it's usually such a violent hit that you'll come down. You won't see that rebound.
Yep.
That video put that in perspective, and I don't know how, 100%. Why, in what universe you don't run one of those, but you need to run one of those.
So that's definitely on the list now. I was already going to do aluminum links. Now I'm definitely thinking about doing steering. Here is the other fun fact.
Dun, 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 dun,
Let me get it for you. So would you run so speaking of links, would you run... If you were on a 30-inch lower link at a DOM, what wall thickness would you use? What do you use on your buggy?
2-inch, 1/4-inch wall.
Your 2-inch, 1/4-inch wall.
Yep.
Think that's gonna be sufficient?
Standard issue for me? No.
Okay, so you're gonna bend it.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I have talked to people and they're like, "Yeah, you're gonna bend the shit out of that," and I'm like, "Yeah, but it's gonna be a very good starting point, I believe."
Okay, so I got onto a material weight calculator from Industrial Metal Supply. I was just wanting to run some numbers. So let me see if I can pull it up for you guys.
Pull out your notepads. All
right, here it is. 2-inch outer diameter, 1/4 wall, 30 inches long, made out of steel.
Regular old steel.
Just regular old default steel on their calculator. Weighs approximately, obviously, because we don't know what steel it is. But anyway, weighs approximately 11 pounds or 11.6 pounds. 11.68.
Okay.
A 2 1/4 solid 70-75. 30 inches long, same length, lower, will weigh 12 pounds, almost even. So it's a 1/2 pound, not quite, no, 0.3 pounds heavier.
Yep.
So
negligible.
Yeah, definitely not even noticeable. Yeah.
I mean, even if you're building a race car,
and my big thing was like, well, but weight. I'm trying to lose weight. Like I want my unsprung weight to be lower, as low as I can get it.
That's the key. Is not necessarily to lose it. It was to lose it up top and put it down low if you can.
Not even that. I want to lose it. This is dumb for crawling, but I also want to street this thing. So I want my unsprung weight to be low so that I don't feel bumps in the road as much.
Mm-hmm.
So
that makes sense.
Yep.
I think some tuning on the suspension will help with that.
I think you're right.
Well, but I mean, weight does play a key factor.
Weight plays a factor, and if you can lose it, why not?
Yep.
So I was like, wow, I can't believe that the steel is lighter. But with like you just said, 1/4 wall, you're going to bend that shit.
Oh, yeah.
It's just going to happen.
Yep.
So I was like, well, then you would put aluminum inside of it. So you take the 11.6 that I gave you for the 1/4 wall steel DOM, and then you add to it the 1.5 inch solid 70-75 aluminum to slide inside of it. To slug it. 26 inches long, because you're not going to use the whole 30 because you got to put your tube plugs in the end of it for your threads, your bungs.
Inserts and stuff. Yep.
Yep. And that piece of aluminum weighs 4.6 pounds. So now you went from 11.6 to almost 15 pounds, or right at 15 pounds. So yeah. So it's definitely lighter to run just a solid aluminum if you're trying to do that.
Yeah. And I still think you're going to bend the solid
aluminum.
No, the solid steel.
They say it bounces back better.
Yeah, better.
They say once you bend it, it locks the aluminum in, and then it bounces. Then it's fine.
I don't think it's going to be as good as an aluminum link, though.
Maybe not. I don't know why.
I don't really know.
Jake does that. Jake Berkey does that.
Slugs them?
it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's a cost thing or if it's because they were gashing up the aluminum.
I bet that's it. I was just about to say, I guarantee you drag an aluminum link so many times, you're going to have to replace it.
Replace it, yeah. And
For
maybe that's
you,
it.
not a problem. For a competitive rock bouncer, problem.
Possibly.
So it's almost like a sleeving the aluminum, so you get that rebound property with the durability of a steel link.
Yeah.
That's an interesting concept.
Maybe I'll message him and ask him sometime.
I didn't know that was a thing.
What's that?
Slugging steel link bars with aluminum.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was a thing.
Oh, you didn't know it was a thing?
Not at all.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
He's had
sure
it
I
on YouTube
might
for a
have
couple
read
years,
it,
I think.
but I have no clue about it.
Yep. Slug it with aluminum. And what it does is that when you bend that steel one, now you've got a piece inside there that wants to rebound. So when it bends, it pushes back. Yep. And it makes it stronger.
Yeah.
But yeah, it gives it kind of that rebound that you kind of want from the aluminum.
Interesting.
So my upper is going to be out of an 1 3/4.
Okay.
Instead of 2 1/4. And it would weigh 10 pounds made out of steel with a 1/4 wall. And if it was made out of aluminum, 70-75 solid, 1 3/4, 30 inches long, 7.3 pounds. So you lose almost 3 pounds right there.
Yeah, on each one upper.
Yeah, you lose 3 pounds there. So
hey, it adds up. It means you can eat a bigger breakfast.
Eat a bigger breakfast. It's just the unsprung weight. I want to lose as many pounds there as I can.
Well, yeah, I mean, 3 pounds here, 4 pounds here, 5 pounds here. It adds up.
Yep. What else was it? And then the tie rod. So I did the tie rod also. If you did the tie rod, so I just put in an arbitrary number, 54 inches. I think that's approximately what my tie rod is. It's somewhere 54, 56, something like that. Out of, we'll do DOM first. DOM, 1.5 inch outer diameter, 1/4 wall, 54 inches long, weighs 15 pounds, almost even. The same dimensions, 1 3/4, or no, I'm sorry, I went up. 1 3/4 outside diameter, solid, 70-75, 54 inches long, weighs 13 pounds. So it loses 2 pounds. Yep. Yeah. And you went up in size.
Yeah.
I was like, sweet.
And you won't have to buy it twice when you bend the shit out of it.
I do need to figure out how I'm gonna put my collar on that.
Why couldn't you just use an aluminum?
Because I'm already really tight. So I have to figure that out. Not a big deal.
To just weld it on.
Yep. That's kind of what I thought about doing. So that's my fun fact. The fun fact is that aluminum, the only time the aluminum seems to be heavier is the going up to 2 1/4 inch wall, 7 solid on the lowers. So I don't know. It excites me. Like those running numbers. I like running numbers like that and like figuring out what, am I going to lose this? Am I going to lose that? Where's it going to put me at? But essentially, if I go to a 3 link, it should be about the same, or it'll be lighter.
Yeah, a few pounds lighter here and there, but
a few pounds lighter for sure.
Every couple pounds,
helps
up. So
of unsprung.
Not to mention, it's going to be more durable with aluminum links. You're not going to bend them,
and I'm gonna look cool. And that's 90% of 4-wheeling.
It's like 93.5.
Oh, 93.5%. Okay. So, what else we got going here? So that's my next thing. Like that's what I want to do.
So that's coming soon.
That's what's been on my mind all week.
Yep.
But what's coming next is Winterfest. So March 7th at the Badlands Off-Road Park in Attica, Indiana. The North American XJ Association Midwest chapter is hosting their 20th annual Winterfest. And we are signed up for it.
We're going.
Well, we hope we're going, provided Loki doesn't pull another stunt.
We're going to bring that bitch on the trailer.
Yep. No, I'm going to be working on it. So that's what's coming next is the prep. We're going to be prepping for that. I'm going to pull it. Like I said, as soon as the snow melts off this week, I'm going to get it in the garage. I'm going to start working on it, getting everything lined out for that. I'm going to be driving it. Like I'm going to drive around a little bit in my area. I got to get all my lights done.
They're doing a night run for that?
Nope.
Oh, that would have been cool.
That would have been cool. Not to my knowledge. I don't think it's any extra time. So it's probably just 9 to 5.
Right on.
I think. Don't hold me to that.
I'm going to hold you to it.
You can do whatever you want.
I will.
Here's a fun fact. If you go to the Badlands a lot and you want to sign up for their annual package, if you sign up as a gold member, which is relatively expensive, you better wheel there a lot. I think it's like $700 or $800. But if you sign up for their gold package, you get extended hours.
Really?
You can stay out there every night until 7.
We did that for my bachelor party. We went over there, and if you rent one of their cabins, I think you get 2 extra hours of wheeling with the cabin rental. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yep. Which is nice.
That was with the bachelor party?
Bachelor party, yep.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember staying out late.
That's because we were all broke.
Oh.
Because we were dragging rigs back and it was like, fuck it, we're done. Because I think we do technically have 2 extra hours of wheeling with that.
So we could stay out till 9 then.
Yeah, but all our shit was all so
yep.
we had beer to drink.
We had beer to drink, that's for sure. Beer to drink and things to try to fix for the next day.
We broke out a welder. That's all I got to say about
did
that.
Do that.
That'd have been a good podcast episode.
It would have been. Why didn't you start a podcast back then? This summer would have
had to get to it.
Full of awesome podcast episodes.
It means we're going to have to one up our memories. We're going to have to make some new ones.
My pockets ain't that deep.
Well, try again. Try again, son.
Yep. Yeah, we're gonna prep for the Winterfest. Hopefully, some of you guys make it out there. If you do, Ian and I will both be out there in Loki. Not hard to find, obviously. So come find us.
Come find us.
Come find us. If you are going, let me know ahead of time. Shoot me a message on the Instagram.
Yep.
Or on a Facebook page.
Yeah, it'd be nice to meet up with people.
We have a Facebook page.
Stuff.
Yeah. You want to read some? Let's see. What are we drinking?
Oh boy.
Let's start with that.
Hey, we finally have a beer.
We do
took
have
like
a beer
2
again.
week. We were frightened. Everybody's probably mad at us.
It's a local beer.
It is super
right out
local.
of Mahomet, Illinois.
Mahomet is what a lot of people call it, and I'm like,
that's how it's spelled. I mean, hey,
it is. It's close enough. Whatever. Yep. If you Google it, you'll find it.
Yep.
It's from JT Walker's, our local brewery
and restaurant. Epic food. You missed out Thursday.
Food.
Thursday we went to JT Walker's.
Yeah, well, I went to B-Dubs and it was free. Not that makes
Still
it better.
not
Doesn't make it better, but it was free.
I mean, B-Dubs free is
Bush
good, but
Light
it's not
and
JT
2
Walker's.
for 1 boneless wings of B-Dubs.
Nope,
but it's free.
Definitely not. Nope.
The problem is I just don't like.
Yeah,
I care, but I don't care. I don't want to sound snobby, but I'd rather have paid for a craft beer than drink a free Bush Light.
Yep.
Still love my Bush Light.
Yeah,
but
I'm on board with that.
What do you do?
So what are we drinking? What is this?
It's from JT Walker's, which is in Mahomet, Illinois, which is 10 minutes down the road from us, maybe, if that
10, 12.
even.
Yeah.
It's called That's S'more Like It.
That's S'more Like It.
S'more, like s'more campfire s'more. It is an imperial pastry stout with chocolate, graham crackers, and marshmallow.
Sounds amazing.
It is at a 9.3 ABV. It is nice and dark.
It smells like 9.
Smells heavy, and we're going to see how it tastes.
It has 53 IBU. What does it stand for?
Imperial Beverage Units.
Really?
No, I just made that shit up.
That's pretty good.
I can never remember what it stands for, to be honest with you. But I sold the shit out of it to you.
We're terrible.
It's a good beer.
Is it?
It's not bad.
I'm going to try it.
I would drink it twice. What do you think? Dun, 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 dun.
It's pretty light.
It doesn't drink like 9.3.
No.
That's what's odd with it.
I expected to get hit more with the marshmallow.
Yeah, I kind of pictured a little bit sweeter finish with that.
Yeah,
but
yeah, like really almost. I expected more heaviness in the flavor.
Yep,
like a really full flavor. It's not bad.
No, it's not bad.
I'm not gonna complain about that.
Nope. It doesn't drink like 9.3, which I guess is not a bad thing, but it's not a good thing either, I suppose. So anyway, IBU stands for International Bitterness Units.
Oh,
so that's going to tell you how much of a bite that it's got. So
it's bitter on my palate.
I pulled up a chart just for comparison's sake, but like a Bud Light, Miller Lite, your light beer is going to be around a 10.
A 10. Yep. This is a 53.
Yeah.
What's your high side of that?
So
what do they give you for reference?
100 is your highest.
Right. Well,
I gotta go 100 plus. Let's see if I can find you a high IBU beer. Let me Google it.
You guys are all just sitting there listening like, what are these asshats doing? Just Googling stuff while they're drinking beer.
We're telling people what stuff.
This is what you get at the end of the podcast. But don't go anywhere yet. We've still got a couple more things coming.
Some nippets. So a Guinness is going to be up around the 60s.
Really?
Blonde ales are around the 15 to 30. It's basically how hoppy and bitter the beer is, which you get your bitterness from the hops, right? So it all depends on the variety of hops, what kind of hops you use, on how bitter you're going to get a taste from the hop. Personally, I like a little higher IBU than lower, just because I don't know if this is a fact. I might just be full of shit. Generally, the higher the IBU, the higher the alcohol content.
You know, I said this beer wasn't like, oh, it's not exactly what I expected, but I can't really put it down.
It's good. It's a good drinker. It doesn't drink like a 9.3. That's what I blow my mind.
It's probably a bad thing. Good thing we're splitting on.
It's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
But that's where you get that. I don't know. I kind of like that dark, heavy kind of little bite to it. Makes you want to drink more. Go eat spicy food. What do you want to do? Eat more.
Go drink spicy beer.
Oh, that's the thing too. We need to get some I don't remember where I drank this. It might have been a Tripting. It was like a Mexican spice beer. Holy shit. It almost felt like you drank a very good flavored beer.
Blind Pig had one.
But then you licked the top of the Tabasco hot sauce bottle and then set everything down. And that heat
it wasn't the flavor Tabasco. You didn't get any flavor Tabasco.
No, you got the heat from it.
Yeah, it was like you licked a pepper.
A pepper or something.
Yeah.
But it was
I was so nervous the first time.
I want to keep drinking the shit out of that.
We had one over at Crane Alley when they had one of their beer fests, like their barbecue was like fall, whatever it was. It's a fall festival, something like that. And they had some habanero barley wine or something stupid.
Yep.
And I was nervous. I'm like, dude, you're going to drink hot stuff and it's going to go down your throat. Like when you eat hot stuff and it gets like in your throat, you're like, it's hot. But
it's going down the pipe.
So good.
It makes you want to drink more.
Oh my God, it's amazing.
Dude, you sit me down with some al pastor tacos. Oh, papi. It would be epic. Is it
too late for that? Where's Fernando's tonight?
I don't know. We're going to go get tacos now. We were watching the Food Channel earlier. And we're like, we just ate dinner, but we're going to go eat some more shit.
Want more food.
Yeah, it was epic.
It was so good.
What else is going on in life?
I don't know. I lost my train of thought when we went to beer.
Beer and tacos. It fucks up everything.
So, tell us about the dime piece.
Oh, shit, that pile.
What did you do this week to it? Because I didn't see shit.
Nah, it's because I didn't do shit. So,
at least you did podcast stuff.
I did a lot of podcast t-shirt info and research
you did do that.
And stuff. Because I was like, here's the guilty admissions of Ian. So I ran out of 3/4 by 3/4 square tube that I was doing the dash, the firewall. I got the firewalls all done, dash all done. I need to do the floor and then pull the cab for something coming soon.
And you still haven't brought it home? Seriously?
On the last podcast episode, I said it will be ordered on Monday, delivered on Tuesday.
Yep.
My steel supplier, Alro Steel, killed it Monday. They're like Tuesday at like early morning, whatever the hell it was. My dumb ass didn't take a trailer to work. And I'm like, how in the fuck am I going to haul 3 24-foot sticks of tube in my damn crew cab super short bed pickup?
The thing.
So Wednesday, I'll get my trailer. No, I have an engine sitting on a pallet in front of my trailer. Yeah, it's snowing tomorrow. So Thursday snows. Friday, cold as shit, like
stupid cold.
Apocalypse, like negative degrees. I'm like, fuck that trailer. It can sit back there.
Yep.
So my dilemma with life is literally I have to get steel like 8 minutes from my place of employment to my house.
Yeah.
Holding up progress.
Can't seem to make it happen.
Nah, I fucked it up.
Maybe we'll get it done on Monday.
I did a lot of podcast t-shirt stuff.
You did, you got everything lined out
for the listeners.
You did. You got
I put
everything
the dime
lined out
piece
for the
off the main path for the listeners.
I'm super excited about the swag packs.
So hook us up with some swag pack love because I put off progress. Not that it was booming progress, but I'm blaming the listeners.
Yeah, I'm blaming
you guys.
Dick.
Call them out.
Bet they don't send you any money.
They're not buying swag packs now. but no, I did some stuff. There's more stuff to it than one would think. Little marketing, shipping. I want to ship the product because I don't want you to get a pile of shit. We've all done that. You order something, this thing looks like it got ran over, backed up, and ran over again. You're like, dude, come on.
Yep.
Like, obviously, it's cheap to ship shit, but I want to do it right. I don't want to cut the corners. I want to ship you a t-shirt, a sticker, and a koozie, and you be like, excited when you get it, not like, I got my shit and it's destroyed.
Yeah. And the same with, we want to get everything nailed down price wise so that we could include the shipping right into the price.
Yep.
And that way you guys aren't like, cool, man, I got me a, X amount of dollars for this swag pack. And then they're like, oh, but shipping.
Oh, but $8 to ship it.
$8 shipping. Yeah, some ridiculous price. So we just factored it right in there.
There's so much variance on how you ship it, the weight you ship it.
It's ridiculous.
And so I ship all kinds of shit now.
Yeah.
But like I said, I don't want to necessarily do it the cheapest because I want to do it the best right way.
Yeah.
So that the end user gets the product in a quality way. So
especially with the listeners that get the personalized pint glasses.
Yeah, we can't have those get broke. Those are one-off customs.
I'd be pissed.
Laser etched with it.
Are we gonna wrap those in a t-shirt?
I don't know. Maybe we'll give them an extra sticker wrapping it or something. Maybe I'll feel generous that day. Catch me on a Tuesday or something.
Catch me on a Tuesday.
But yeah, those are going to be cool. I did that for my wedding party. We did a personalized pint glass with a laser etched tire trail in it.
Yeah, my hutch is filling up with like I don't want to call it knick-knack, but like personalized glassware. Things like that. Yeah, personalized glassware and other stuff from weddings, which is pretty cool. Like you get cool. Yeah.
Well, I wanted to get something. The worst part was shopping for wedding gifts is you can buy all kinds of dumb shit that says groom on it or, bridesmaid or groomsman, whatever.
All right.
But I wanted something you're going to use. Well, we like to drink beer, so here's a beer cup.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got your name on it.
Yep. And Bloody Marys. I think we drank Bloody Marys out of that morning, didn't we?
I believe so. Unconfirmed.
Unconfirmed.
Then took a picture with a Jimmy John's guy.
Yes.
Did make some kind of Jimmy John's corporate page, I believe.
Really?
I was told, yes. It was not an appropriate photo for Jimmy John's corporate page.
Oh.
Not a problem.
Uh-oh. Not your problem.
Well, we're like, do we need to move all this alcohol off the table? He's like, no, we're great. And I'm like, okay. Not a problem. Nice. Cool. That was cool. He set all these sandwiches because we got the sandwich boxes. Mm-hmm. Sets all this shit up in a Jimmy John's sandwich pyramid and then snaps a picture. And we're like, dude, we're about 3/4 of the way through all of the Bloody Marys today at this point. So whatever.
Hey, he didn't mind. We don't mind.
Exactly.
Was there something else I want to talk about?
I got the cab. Yeah, I'm going to get my cab painted.
You're going to get your cab painted?
Yeah.
So you decided on paint now?
Yep.
Well, it's going to happen.
I don't want to talk about it, but yeah.
I don't want to talk about it. You want to talk about the dollars spent? Do it.
No.
Yep.
So I'm going to get the cab blasted with some dustless blasting.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're going to paint it. Then we're going to do some badass. I got a guy, Shane, episode 4, 5, 7.
4. No.
Something like
not
that.
4. Yes.
You should
5.
know if
episode
you've
5.
listened to them all. He's going to do
Derek on 3, Shane on 4.
Yep. I'm going to take it down there to St. Louis. He's going to do we spent probably 3 days last week going over some graphic designs and stuff. We kind of got a couple ideas nailed down. Coming soon.
Okay. But you have it professionally painted?
Semi-professionally, but
oh boy,
not like full on dropping up at a body shop and kick him a blank check, but it's getting painted.
Okay.
Figure you're going to put all this money and time into it. Might as well
do something more than rattle can.
Give it a nice paint job.
Yeah. I'm game. I'm a fan.
But the biggest thing that keeps me excited about it is we're going to pull the cab off once the floor gets done, send that off to get its shit done. Then we're going to do a whole bunch of cool stuff to the chassis.
Yes.
That'll be a lot of pictures. Exhaust, plumbing, wiring, etc. can all be probably 90% done with the cab off. Slap the cab back in, hook the dash up, hook a couple throttle linkages up, hook some brake stuff up.
Brake stuff.
Yep. Yeah.
Yep.
And send it.
And then make engine noises.
Vroom, vroom.
Oh, it's going to be awesome. I can't wait for that day.
Coming soon.
All right.
That's all I got.
Okay. There was something else I was going to tell you guys, and apparently I don't have it on my show notes.
We'll get it to you next time.
We'll get it to you next time if I remember. So, in closing, you can follow us on Instagram. I feel like there was something I needed to get out there. There's some information.
Nope.
It was something important.
Don't forget the swag packs.
Don't forget the swag packs.
Don't forget the swag packs. I'll say it again.
Yeah.
Because
if you guys don't
it's only 2 weeks.
Yep. If you guys don't feel comfortable just sending us money through PayPal or Venmo, you can always message us first.
Yep.
You can send us an email at totaloffroadpodcast@gmail.com. No problem. Ian and I both are linked to that account, so we can both get it at any time of the day, basically. You can also get us on where you can message us at is on Instagram. Our page, our collaborative page is total_offroad_podcast. My personal page is at low_KEE_XJ. Ian's personal page is at Offroad_Ian. We're on Facebook now, so you can come check us out on the Facebook page. And we're also on YouTube, so you can check this out on YouTube, and more videos coming to YouTube real quick. Also, don't forget to go check out the YouTube video from Low Key Shakedown on 8 Lug Pigpens page, and we'll catch you on the trail.